Now, our chapter 2 is digital read and conditional statement, if and else. Now, digital read is a function which reads the incoming signal from a component from a pin, and it takes the pin name. Conditional statement. These are fundamental programming concepts that execute specific block of code based on whatever condition is true or false. They allow program to make decisions during the execution, enabling dynamic and flexible behavior. So how it is used? So this is the basic structure of our if and else statement. So we write down if, then inside the bracket we write down the condition. If this condition will be true, then the code which we will write down inside these curly brackets will execute. Otherwise, else, if this condition is false, then whatever code we have written inside this else will run. That's how this conditional statement works. Let's code it. And in this circuit diagram, as you can see, we have one button and we have one LED. We want that when we press this button, our LED should turn on. That's what we want to do. Now, to start coding, we will follow the structure of our plan. So structure of plan is making variables. So first of all, we will make variables, whatever pins we are using. We are using pin number 2 and pin number 8. And then we will set the pin mode for both these pins. And after that, we will write down the instructions. Now, LED is connected to pin number 8 and button is connected to pin number 2. So we will make variable. So for LED pin, we have written int, integer, basically, LED pin and pin number 8. So we have created variable for pin for LED. Now for button, int, button pin and pin number 2. So you can give it any other name as well, but yes, because I want to give it a name so that I can keep a track of this variable. So I have given it a descriptive name, button pin, and stored the value pin number 2 because our button pin is connected to pin number 2. So making variable, first thing is done. Now second thing is set pin mode. Now pin number 8 is our LED pin and pin number 2 is our button pin. So pin number 8 will send signal to LED and pin number 2 will receive signal from the button. So pin number 8 will be set as output and pin number 2 will be set as input. So here's how we will set the pin mode. Pin mode, LED pin, output, because pin number 8 will send this signal to our LED. And pin mode, button pin, input, because we will receive the signal from our button with the help of pin number 2. So pin number 2 will be set as input. Now, third thing, instructions. Now first we will read signals from pin number 2. Whatever signals we are getting from pin number 2, we will read them with the help of digital read function. And then store it in a variable or a box to make further instructions based on stored value. So how we will do it? What we will do? We will write down digital read function, and inside this digital read function we will give it the pin name, which is button pin. We will read this button pin, which is basically pin number 2. So it will read it, and after reading it, it will store the value inside a variable. So we have created one local variable, int button value, val, basically it is abbreviated for value. So button val is the variable which will store whatever data is coming from the button pin Okay, so based on this stored value, we will use the conditional statement. If and else statement will be used. If button value will have low value stored inside, it will turn on the LED. Else it will turn off the LED. Okay. So how we achieved it? We will write down if button val means this variable equals to, it is a comparison operator. So if button val equals to low. Okay. Now one more thing that you have to keep in mind, that push button sends low signal if it is pressed. So when button is pressed, it will send low signal, zero signal. And if it is released, it will send high signal. So if button val equals to 0, that means if button is pressed. If button val is pressed, then what you have to do, you have to digital write LED pin, this pin high, means you have to digitally write LED pin high, means turn on the LED. Else, otherwise, if this condition doesn't meet, what do you have to do? Digital write LED pin low, means you have to turn on this LED pin low. Okay. That's how we achieve the function.